to have my delicious coffee right here. I'm going to explain to people when I tell people I have autoimmune disease, I have AIDS. And I'm like, no. It's kind of the same concept, but not really. More like a virus that affects your immune system to where it kills off your own cells. Like, it kills off your red blood cells, I want to say. Or no, your white blood cells. So it actually kills your antibodies to where your body is, like, defenseless. Like, you are going to die. Autoimmune disease is when your own immune system becomes confused and it starts to attack your own organs. Usually it's your major organs. Hey, Skalunka Funk. It's usually attacks like, it can attack your brain, your lungs, your heart, your liver. It can attack like anything. So basically what it does is, at some point or another, the immune system becomes confused. It can happen to anybody at any age. You could be a baby, you could be like 20, you could be fucking old as shit, and like all of a sudden your immune system just goes like on the fritz. And it takes like nothing. You could like have milk one day or something, and your body's like, oh shit, dude, like, I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I'm feeling like I want to like go kamikaze in this bitch. Basically, that's what the fuck happens. My autoimmune disease is called Hashimoto's disease, which is where my thyroid in my throat, it's like a butterfly-shaped gland, is infected. Like, I got like 786 antibodies in my throat. Basically what it does, yeah, it's okay. You learn to live with it. It's not something like, a lot of people, they like think it is rough, but the craziest part is it becomes normal to you. The hardest part, I think, for people who have autoimmune disease is that one day you are normal and then the next day you're not you anymore. So you have to like learn to, I want to say like evolve to kind of like cope with the new things your body does. But I'll get into that later. So basically what mine does is, the thyroid is very important. Like, I'm pregnant right now, so it's important for that too. Basically what the thyroid does is it produces the hormones needed for the brain to function. So my brain is actually deteriorating at the moment, like Alzheimer's. Like, my brain is slowly disintegrating almost. And then another thing that happens is it controls your heart. The thyroid controls like all of the things needed for your body to function, believe it or not. Energy to get out of bed, energy to think, the ability to get pregnant, to maintain pregnancy, everything. I mean, it's important in men too, but doesn't do as much. So yeah, without my hormone replacement pills, my heart would actually fail. It would like just go. But there are so many more horrible than that autoimmune diseases, and people, like, they just don't realize that a lot of times when you're feeling sick, you're not actually sick. Your body is giving up on you because you might have an autoimmune disease and not even know it. It's so much more common now than it used to be. Like, back in the day, maybe like 1 or 2 people would have autoimmune disease. Today, in America alone, I would like to say at least 50% of Americans probably have autoimmune disease and never even know. Some of them might even die and not even know that they ever had autoimmune disease. The worst one, in my opinion, would be lupus. Probably people have probably heard of that one before. it is like the granddaddy fuck you up of all autoimmune diseases. It gives you like everything. Like it will attack your heart, go after your stomach, it will go like wherever that thing can go, it goes to all your major organs and it just starts attacking it. And once you get that, basically you either get cancer or you end up having organ failure and you die. Selena Gomez actually has that autoimmune disease, so it's not uncommon. I mean, she developed it at 20 years old. I developed mine at 20. Very, very, very common to develop an autoimmune disease by the age of 20. So another one that's really bad, that is really, really rare, is called Behçet's. Yeah, it's very common. Yeah. What kind did she have? Shat my pants. I'm sorry, but like, I want to address you like directly, and your name is hilarious. But even like my dad has a very rare disease called Behçet's, which is where the immune system actually attacks the blood vessels in your body. So it doesn't sound as bad, but in reality, I have Hashimoto's thyroiditis. It's in the thyroid. Yeah, lupus does suck ass. It is so fucking bad. Like, I've known a few people who've had it, and I'm just gonna say I don't know them anymore. That's all I can say, dude. Like, they don't last long. So, like what my dad has, Behçet's, it actually goes through your blood cells, or the blood vessels in your body. So it could go to any of them, like in your mouth, on your arms, and your legs. It can go in your brain, and it inflares it. No, it's a frappe I made. I'm drunk, honey. I can't drink no beer. Systemic lupus, yep. Fucking lupus. I'm telling you, lupus is the granddaddy. Everybody knows what lupus is because it's so harsh and so in your face and just like attacks you. Like, everybody knows what lupus is. But it's like when it comes to a lot of them though, a lot of people don't know. Like even asthma. Asthma is actually a type of autoimmune disease. But they're like categorized. Like asthma, it used to be as like super bad in America, but you know, now they have like a what do I call it? It's like a steroid inhaler, so you can like just inhale it, and then you're pretty much cured. Like it cures you temporarily so that you can breathe, you know. But things like lupus, that's like you're consistently in the hospital getting treatments, and I think for lupus they actually have to inject you with a it's like a some sort of crap that makes your antibodies start to try to act right. It's not like a fix your shit, it's like temporary. Yes. See, it's very common. I mean, I didn't even know that it was more common outside the States. I just know from what I see here that it's bad. And the thing that really, really upsets me is that they don't try to cure the autoimmune disease itself. Like, once you get cancer from it, that's when it becomes a problem. But when you have an actual issue and you have a flare-up and everything, they don't do anything for it. They don't know anything about it. And that's scary. Going into the hospital, like, what's wrong with me? Can you please help me? I don't know. You're on your own. Here, we figured out what's wrong with you, but we can't technically tell you what's wrong. So you're on your own on that. That's basically what they do to you. Hey, Graham. Hope you're having a good night. Oh my god, this is so good. So yeah, basically for mine, I wasn't even supposed to be able to become pregnant. my disease usually makes women infertile. So I was really lucky. But because of all that, like, I have to have so many blood tests done. It was, if I wasn't already used to it, I would say that it was the shittiest thing ever. Yeah. That's normally what happens. It just fucks with you so bad. And lupus, like I said, it affects so much. It could affect even her baby maker. I mean, it could affect her thyroid too. Lupus basically gives you every fucking type of autoimmune disease at once. Because the whole thing with autoimmune disease is that the name only goes for the actual area that you're being attacked. Lupus is, you're getting it everywhere. Like, you're fucked. Oh my god. Alright. That was a little bit too far. No. I got some man, but thank you. I'll take that as best of a compliment as I can. But, jeez. Yeah. Let me get this back down. What you want, baby? Come here. Come on. Get up here. Oh yeah. Well, when your thyroid is messed up, because this is what my doctor told me, is when the thyroid is messed up, the thyroid is actually affected by emotions. Like, you actually can't be upset. I noticed this too. Like, I thought she was just giving me some bullshit when she originally told me that. But when, because it's so close to, like, I guess, like, the brain, and your brain does have a lot of, like, chemical releases when you have certain emotions, that, being upset or crying or even being angry or frustrated can make you feel like shit. I mean, literally, like, just shut you down. And I'm pretty sure there's probably some other diseases like that, but I know for sure when I first got diagnosed, my doctor told me, you can never feel anything other than happiness. And I told that bitch, I'm like, that sounds like a fucking robot, and I don't know who the fuck can do that. But you kind of start finding, like, the positives in things. Like, once you know, like, your body as a whole is a negative, you kind of like, oh, well, this is kind of funny, and, you know, it could be something serious, and you're like, ah, fuck it. You know, it's not that bad. Like, nothing can be as bad as what the body is. Because at that point, you've already got the worst news. What else is there? Oh yes, I do have a man. Yep, I got my engagement ring on right now, actually. We were supposed to get married tomorrow on Valentine's Day, but, you know, baby coming, financially stableness, it's everywhere. It's probably not the best to get married, like, right now. He likes spankings. But, let's see, there's a couple other ones, too. Crohn's. Dude, I know so many people with Crohn's disease, too. Like, it's not a good one either. Like, basically eating food is like eating Satan. Like, it's just every bite is Satan. Like, you basically, can't digest the, skins or things on the food, and it makes you, like, shit hellfire. So, yeah, that one is also horrible. Like, I much rather have the disease I have now than Crohn's, or lupus, or Beset's, or any other one. Like, my disease is shitty, but I consider myself lucky out of the number of things that I could have developed. What are you doing? You can't have my coffee, because I know that's what you want. You can't have it. I see you eyeballing it. Why do you wish you were a cat? They're just in everything. Look at him. He honestly thinks he's getting coffee. You don't need it. I don't care if you're blinking and all cross-eyed at me right now. You're not getting no coffee. No. Yep, so basically that's kind of it. I mean, besides how you find out, like, you would actually have to have your blood, like, broken down for them to even be able to find if you had autoimmune disease. They actually thought that I had cancer before they found out I had autoimmune disease. You do not want to be a cat. They shit in a box. And then they eat rodents. Like, you don't want to be a cat. But, yeah, so, like, they thought I had cancer, because how I found out was, one day I woke up, because I was sleeping a lot from, like, my last couple years of high school. I started getting really tired, and I've always been extremely cold. Like, if anybody touches me, my limbs from about my fingertips to about right here, and my feet from the tip of my feet to about here, a dead person's. Like, if I was to touch somebody, like, anytime I do touch anybody, they freak out. They're like, why are you that cold? And I'm like, I don't know. I thought I was anemic, but no, I'm not anemic. So the tiredness and the coldness started first. And then I started getting, like, colds all the time and stuff, like, just really weird stuff. Like, most people get a cold maybe, like, once a winter. I'm getting colds, like, all winter long, on and off, flus and stuff, and I'm just, like, feeling really iffy. And then, I want to say, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 years later, and me still ignoring all these weird symptoms, my hair started to fall out. I woke up one day to go see, it was the first movie of, what was it? Planet of the Apes. I went to go see Planet of the Apes, and I went to wake up from my nap, and I went to bed with hair. Woke up missing all this side of my head. It was just gone. It wasn't in my bed. It wasn't, like, anywhere. It just disintegrated. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, that's weird. And so I kind of, like, just brushed my hair over, you know. Went to the movies. Fuck it. And a couple days later, my hair grew back white. Like Storm from X-Men white. And so I told my dad, I'm like, okay. But, I told my dad, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that growing white hair is not normal, especially when you're only 20 years old. I'm not fat. I'm actually, like, almost 9 months pregnant. Like, I have 5 more weeks, and then within this next 5 weeks, I'm going to be pushing a baby out of my cooter. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, I went to the doctor, and then at first they were like, you have cancer, and I was like, oh, shit. And then they're like, wait, no, you don't have cancer, you actually have 786 antibodies in your throat. And I'm like, okay. And, well, actually, it didn't even get to that point because I got a call from my doctor's office, and they're like, you need to come back in immediately. We found something in your blood. And I was ignorant and ignored it still because I'm in denial. So I actually waited like a whole nother year before going back. And it got to the point where I was completely bald. I had to shave my head because I lost so much hair. And, I was, like, so, like, weak and disoriented that I remember walking from just, like, a couple feet from my car to my house and grabbing the wall and just vomiting all over the floor outside. Like, couldn't even walk, couldn't see, was shaky. Like, this cat, I got him, probably like 2 or 3 months before this all happened, and he would not leave my side. He still never leaves my side. But he like laid next to me like I was about to die. So that's what made me go back in. Yep. So if you ever have like something weird happening to you, do not ignore it. Don't be like one of those types of people like, I can sleep it off. No, bitch. You might go to sleep and never wake the fuck back up. That's basically what happens. Do not ignore anything weird that's happening to your body. Especially if an animal can sense that you're sick. That's like a big, yeah, you need to go get checked the fuck out. I remember also that, why do I live stream? Because, well, if I don't live stream this, then usually I have to sit there and go through and edit it and all this other stuff. And I normally do edit my videos, but because I'm so far along in pregnancy, I don't have the time to edit my videos as much as I used to. I have to prepare and clean my house and make sure everything is tidy for my baby to get here. And I also have a lot of doctor's appointments and everything also. So I don't have the time to edit. I really don't. So I've been live streaming. Other than that, I actually prefer to actually record my gaming videos, and like if I was doing a talking session and recording it, I would prefer it because then I can edit it. I could cut things out, add little tidbits here and there, make it all fucking fancy as shit, but I don't have the energy and I don't have the time. Tired? I mean, it's never gonna go away. It's never gonna get better. I do take pills. I have to take a pill every day. And I can't eat for an hour after I take it. I've known now that I've had autoimmune disease for, I want to say 2 years. Oh my god, that sounds dirty, Skalunka Funk. Don't even go there with Cupcake. Ooh. I don't know what color Jesus is, but I'm assuming he has to be some sort of brown color if he lives in that area, or he lived in that area. He could have been like my skin tone for all we know. We don't fucking know. You can only assume. But yeah. So I've known for about 2 years now. That's actually around the time I met my fiance, and I also have to say this too, is when you meet somebody, or if you ever meet somebody who has autoimmune disease, like, sticking with them through all the hardships is like the hardest part. Because there's going to be days where they feel like energetic and they can get up and they can go do stuff, and you know, everything's going to seem like a normal relationship and everything's going to be okay. And then the next day they could be like laid in bed just super pale, not wanting to eat anything, barely able to talk. Maybe their mood is a little shitty because they're in so much pain. So I mean, if you can do it, do it. I mean, we're people too. It's not going to affect you. It's not contagious. It's the only way that you can actually get autoimmune disease from another person is through genetics. So, like, I got my autoimmune disease from my mom, and she got her autoimmune disease from my great-grandmother. So it can be passed down through bloodline, but it can't be given to you through, like, actual blood. So you're good. No, it seems like to me like the only thing that they're really focused on is cancer, which, I mean, cancer is really important because it is becoming more and more of a problem. But my thing is that a lot of these cancers are caused by autoimmune disease. And if we don't cure autoimmune disease, then we're not curing cancer. because when the antibodies destroy the organs, they actually sit there and they're attacking it like it would be like a cold virus or something. So it's actually breaking down your organ. Then your organ is healing itself. So when it heals, it's actually also replacing your cancer cells. So you're getting cancer as you're healing, and it's a continuous thing. It never stops. So you would think that they would want to cure it just to try to help get rid of cancer, but for some reason it's just like not on their to-do list. I mean, they don't really know shit about autoimmune disease besides, oh, you have this kind and here's a little bit of the symptoms that might come with it, but you're on your own figuring out like what's really associated with your disease. They don't know jack shit. Like even with like I was saying, oh yeah, go ahead. Even with like people who have lupus. Lupus is the one disease that they actually use a solution that controls the antibodies to where they kind of stop destroying you as much because it destroys so much at a time. But at the same time, it's not a cure. It's like a way to calm it down. And even like the medication I take, it has nothing to do with making my disease stop attacking me. It just replaces the hormones that I'm losing because of it destroying my thyroid. So I'm not getting any sort of cure. I'm just getting a replacement for the shit I lost. So I don't understand that at all. It just seems kind of if it just seems kind of lazy in the research department. Yeah, we play all sorts of games together. Me and Skalunka Funk and a few other people. So if you ever want to just like play some games, I do delete people after so long of them not communicating with me or playing games because I do have a lot of requests that come in just for me playing video games. Skalunka Funk knows. We be gaming it, huh, Skalunka Funk? Oh my god, this coffee's so good. It's so good, Skalunka Funk. Bet you wish you were in Ireland. Oh. I have like a bit of a cold too, and I'm never going to be able to get rid of it because I can't take any medicine because I'm pregnant. And I need it because I have autoimmune disease. So I'm fucked. I'm going to be sick until like I pop my baby out. Ugh. I'm going to be going in there and they're like, oh my god, ma'am, you look like shit. And I'm like, I've had a cold for the past 5 weeks. Blow my nose, sniffle, sniffle. But it'll be alright. Well, it's true. You are jelly. You can't have none of this coffee. You can't hang with this. Look at baby even says so too. No, that's because he's getting pankins. Don't you be sitting on my phone, nasty. I just gave this girl my address and she's like, hold on. Hold on, I'm selling this girl some books. I'm about to get up. Don't talk about how fat I am because I'm not fat, okay? I'm pregnant. I'm extremely pregnant. And if you see my gut, then you're gonna have to accept it. Dude, you guys have rain like all the time. Like I would expect it to be green. Oh. Oh my god, my hips hurt so bad. Urgh. Okay. Make sure I see this girl coming. Oh my god. Ooh. Yeah, I never want to get up again. Oh my god. I wish it would rain here. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Like, we had so much snow and it finally went away. Now it's just like, I don't know. It was like super hot out. I had my front door open all day, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're gonna get like 3 inches tomorrow and 3 inches the next day. And I'm like, fuck this stupid bipolar weather. I'm so over it. I don't even go outside. I'm like, fuck it. Ugh. So, I'm going to end this stream now because that's basically all I really have to say about autoimmune disease, and I really don't want to like go too far because I really wanted to do was actually show pictures of like what it looks like and how it affects and all this other shit, but my phone is so gay, and every time I try to do the second screen thing, it won't let me. It just shows the screen forever, and then it goes like, second screen not available. And I'm like, okay. It used to do it on my other phone, but I guess S Galaxy 7 sucked dick. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. He's not really scheming. He's just like over here chilling in his chair. I am really boobs. Are you really boobs? What? I am pregnant, okay? Like, I'm not gonna even keep saying it because it's just gonna keep getting worse. They're gonna be big if you have a baby inside you, okay? Jeez. He's not scheming. Are you, BB? Yeah, he's not scheming. Nah. That's funny though, because my cat's name is Baby and I call him BB because I know that's French for baby. But no, not interested. Alright, so that's it for this stream, and I will start another one in whenever this girl comes and get these books, I guess. I don't know. But thanks you guys for listening, and I hope that it spreads some sort of awareness for the disease itself. That was like the whole point in this. I really get tired of hearing people say like, oh yeah, why is your hair so short? Or like, are you a lesbian? Or something stupid like that. Like, not trying to show my tits, but they used to be down here on my back, and you know, disease hits and you have to work with it. So just realize that if somebody looks kind of funny to you, it's probably because they're fucking sick, not because they're weird. Alright, thank you guys for listening to me talk and rant and all of the jazz.